Hey guys, so today's tutorial is absolutely everything I love about fall. So basically matte eyes, teal, mauve lips, and a little bit of eyeliner where I don't have to do a wing because you know I struggle. But I did make an eyeliner tutorial if you want to check it out. I'll make sure to link it down below as my previous video. So let's get started. The first thing I'm going to do is use my NARS eyeshadow primer to make sure my lids are ready. And then I'm going to jump in with my Visart palette and grab this nice beige shade to apply all over the eye. By the way, it's kind of pricey, but the Sephora VIB sale is coming up, so snag it then because that's when I snagged mine. Now I'm going to go in with a pure transformation palette and grab this beautiful like orangish, it's kind of like a brown but not really a brown, it's more of an orange warm shadow, and just apply that in the crease because I want to have a transition color and I feel like it'll really warm up the smoky eye and won't make it like too dark and gray, you know. Now I'm grabbing this beautiful white and a nice light colored beige peachy color and apply that underneath my brow just to highlight, and go back in with that beige peach shade all over the lid because I like to have powder all over the eyes just to make sure it's easier to blend in you know, the outer crease area. So now I'm going to go back in and blend that out and grab Plumage from MAC. Don't buy this eyeshadow. It is absolutely the worst thing in the entire world. I love the color, but it just doesn't blend. It's splotchy. I know Makeup Geek has one that's kind of similar. It's called like Peacock, but I'm not sure how much better that one is. But this one, I just kept going in, and every time I blended it, look, it just disappears. So it kind of like stains your eyelid. So I would have to go back in multiple times, pat it in, blend it out, pat it in, blend it out. But basically, just follow the technique, but find a better teal color. For the love of God. So I went ahead and just kind of blended it into like a V shape, and I was focusing it on the outer kind of third of my eye, and from there at an angle out into my outer corner, and I would go in, apply the beige shade all over the eye, then go in and apply the teal shadow in the outer corner, and just kind of go back and forth until it would mesh together well. I wanted it to be just a very like light gradient, not too much, and I wanted to make sure that that color stayed on the outer part of the eye. Now I'm using my Estee Lauder Victoria Beckham Kajal pencil. You could use any black eyeliner and apply that on my upper lash line. I wanted to kind of buff it out, so I used this nice flat brush and kind of went back and forth because for me, I just personally felt like a wing would be a little bit too much. When I do smoky eyes, I just don't like wings. I don't know why. It's like it has to be a mood. But today it just was like I want to kind of smoke things out. So I applied this and kind of went back and forth, blending it out. And you have to be careful because sometimes there are eyeliner pencils that kind of dry really fast. So I kind of worked in sections. I did the outer corner first, blended it out, and then back and forth. Then I filled in my eyebrows. I can do an eyebrow tutorial if you guys want, but I'm still playing around with them. I'm not 100% in love with how I do them yet. I'm just kind of testing it. Let me know how you feel about these. I'm going to curl my lashes and I'm going to apply my mascara. You guys know I absolutely love the L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black Mascara. I don't know why, lately I've just gone back to my fave. And I've been trying a couple of new ones actually that may replace this one, but I'm still not sure. I'm still in the testing process. Now I'm going to go ahead and grab the Professional from Benefit. I actually didn't like this the first time I tried it, but I have been loving it recently. It's a really great primer and helps just to kind of fill in those areas where you have big pores, kind of smooth everything out, give you a nice base for your foundation. For foundation, I'm going to grab my L'Oreal True Match. I don't know why, but lately I've just been loving it because I guess it just really matches my skin tone well. So, I mean, if it works, you know, why change it? And I blend it out with this It Cosmetics brush, which is actually part of a gift set that if you guys are interested, I did find it on Ulta's website, and it's like really pretty. It's all glittery and it comes with like a little makeup case, so definitely recommend it. And then I'm gonna go in and actually apply a little bit of contour. For me, I'm all about cream contour, so I'm using this Ofra Skin Sculpting Wand in Sunset. I've been using Dusk and Sunset kind of interchangeably. Sunset is kind of my everyday wearable one. Since my eyes are kind of intense, I was like, you know, let me go for a little bit of a lighter one. By the way, there is a coupon code. I have an affiliate link. If you guys are interested in supporting me, you can use the coupon code Olina and you get 30% off. And then I'm going to go just blend that in. Obviously, it is a cream product. It's kind of like a concealer. So I just like to make sure I set it with a powder just for staying purposes. When I touch my face, sometimes creams can move on me. I just have a tendency of resting my hand on my cheek when I sit in class, and that's not what I wanted. Now I'm going to be using my Tarte Amazonian 12 Hour Concealer just to make sure I blend and cover up any redness, especially around my nose. And I like to also use it on my lower cheek area because I do have a little bit of redness there that sometimes shows through the foundation, because I don't like to put 2 layers of foundation on. I'm just not a big fan of that. Personally, I feel like I need my skin to breathe and I don't need too much foundation to cover it up, and I'd rather just use concealer. So I blend that out, and I like to use a small brush. Again, this is also from that It Cosmetics brush set, just because I felt like it was easier to focus on specific areas. Now I'm using my MAC Conceal and Correct Duo. I love the pink side. It really helps to color correct those dark blue tones underneath your eyes, and this helps just to make sure that you look more awake and you use less concealer in the long run, because I use this first and then I go in with my Too Faced Born This Way concealer, and this just kind of has a yellow undertone, so for me it kind of works as a highlighting kind of shade. So I use a little bit of this. Sometimes I want more, sometimes I want less. Today I want a little bit more because I am doing a little bit of a dramatic eye look. And then I use an It Cosmetics brush. This is one of the ones that is like infused with like skincare. I've been loving it to just buff things in and pat things in, so I use that for my concealer. And then I went in and used, I don't remember what this is called, but it's from MAC. I think it's kind of like Cocoa Bear from Makeup Geek. And I blended this underneath my eyes. It's like the same nice warm brown that I used in the crease. I think that one actually was Cocoa Bear. And then I blend that out and I go in, and I want to specifically include that plumage shade, even though I hate it so much right now. But I did use it on a small brush and blended that in, and I also used the pencil brush that I was using for the eyeliner earlier, and I just really pushed that into my lower lash line, patted it in to make sure that the color was really prominent, and it just looked kind of like I was wearing an eyeliner even if I wasn't. If you don't want your look to be as dramatic as mine, you can obviously exclude this and not include that dark navy kind of color underneath your eyes. You can just stick to the nice warm browns. It will give you kind of the same effect, just not as dark, which I am totally okay with. Now I'm going to go ahead and use my L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Mascara and apply that on my lower lashes just to deepen them up. And I'm going to moisturize my lips because I am planning on using a liquid lipstick, which, by the way, I filmed. I swear I filmed. I just don't know where the clip went, but I will let you know what I used. Now I'm using Tarte's blush palette from like previous holiday seasons, which, by the way, they have like the best blush palettes. I buy them during the holiday seasons all the time, and I never buy the individual ones. They're like just incredible. Highly recommend if you are planning on getting someone a gift. And I apply this on my cheeks. I use like one of the pink ones, and I use Benefit What's Up and apply that onto the upper part of my cheeks. Blend that in with the foundation brush, and I go in. I like to make my highlight super intense because, you know, I gotta glow. And I apply that on my nose as well, and use my Ofra Rodeo Drive highlight, which, by the way, that code 30% off also works on that, but I applied that on my nose and on my cheekbones. I've been obsessing over this highlight lately. I just haven't been touching any of my other ones. I don't know why, but it's just been my favorite. I'm also going in with that Kajal pencil again and using the lighter side, which has been my favorite for my like lash line. Just personally, I feel like it's the perfect blend between white and cream, and it gives me a beautiful color. Now I'm going to be using the Cocoa Lashes in Queen Bee because I forgot about them and I do have to trim them for my eyes, but they are beautiful. They give you nice volume, especially when you're wearing a nice deep kind of eyeshadow like look, but it gives you volume without being too heavy, because I feel like sometimes if you're wearing dark eyeshadow and huge eyelashes, it's a little bit overwhelming. I'm using the Ofra liquid lipstick in Tuscany, which, by the way, it comes out November 1st. It is so beautiful, and it is my go-to now for fall. I'm gonna actually go ahead and apply Fix Plus all over my face. I use this before my setting spray because it really helps to make sure all the powders that I used kind of really adhere to my skin, and I pat in using a It Cosmetics brush, again the one that's infused with skincare, and just pat it in to make sure that it's all really adhered to my skin. And then the highlight addict I am, I go back in with the Rodeo Drive highlight, spray it with Fix Plus, and apply it on my cheekbones. I just need as much highlight as possible. Basically, I might as well just walk around with a lamp on my face 24/7. No shame. Let me know if you guys love highlight too. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you'd like to see more tutorials. I love you, and I'll see you in the comment section. Bye!